Shaq's all-star get out of here, you bum, before I take the rest of your girls. Like you took Kevin Hart from me. I want my back.
Oh, wow.
Hi guys, welcome to Celeb Q. Today we're going to be talking about the hardest beef in comedy history between Katt Williams and Kevin Hart. Two names that have dominated the comedy industry in recent years. But behind their undeniable talent and success, a long-standing feud has been brewing, creating drama and fueling controversy. This celebrity feud has captured the attention of fans and industry insiders alike, making headlines and sparking conversations about the dynamics of the comedy world. One of the earliest examples of the pair's beef happened on April 4th of 2013. Katt Williams sat down with Black Tree TV for an exclusive interview at Black Tree TV Studios. He took a jab at Kevin Hart for wearing a dress.
And at the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we had Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Madea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
Okay.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
You know what? I was actually one of those comedians that said, no, I wouldn't wear a dress. There's no way I would wear a dress. And then when proposed with the opportunity of what I felt was funny, I said, oh, that's funny, I'm gonna do it. Oh, Kwanzaa is relevant. Yeah, that's funny. She's small. I can do the whole thing. It'll be funny. I think now, knowing about the opportunities that can be thrown at you, it's all about choice. You know, nobody makes you do anything. Nobody says this is what you got to do. This is the only way that you're going to do it. Nobody made Martin put on the dress in Big Mama's house. Nobody made Tyler Perry put on the dress as Madea. Nobody made Jamie Foxx put on the dress as Wanda, and nobody made Martin do it as Shanae. You know, it was a choice. And on Saturday Night Live, you know, it was a choice that I made. So I think it's all about your pick of what's funny to you and what you feel will be funny to others. And I will say that's the knowledge that I now have and understand. But from the outside looking in, you always go, oh, I ain't gonna do it. Ain't no way. Why? Why I gotta do it? I ain't gonna compromise myself. For what? I am who I am. But then you're in a movie, and then it calls for a funny scene. Hey, what if you went in this way? And if it's actually funny, it's funny. So at the end of the day, I think funny is funny. You can't put rules and regulations.
In August of 2014, Katt talked to TMZ Sports and they asked him about the funniest athlete. He said Shaq and Russell Williams should stick to their own thing. They don't see us making a league of pro basketball players under 6 feet, so what makes them qualified? But he didn't stop there. He also said, you better get out of here before I snatch all your ladies like you took Kevin Hart from me.
I think that Shaq and Russell Simmons should get out of comedy and stay in their lane. They don't see us making a league of professional basketball players under 6 foot. So what qualifies these dudes because they got $100 million to come over in comedy and do Shaq's all-star get out of here, you bum, before I take the rest of your girls. Like you took Kevin Hart from me. I want my bitch back.
Oh, wow.
2 years later, in 2016, Williams talked about Hart during his conspiracy theory tour at the Phillips Arena in Atlanta. He called Hart a puppet and said, I've already proven that if the best they got in comedy is Kevin Hart, don't you boo a black man working hard, baby. Even if that N-word is a puppet, it's not his fault.
And so I've already proven that if the best they got in comedy is Kevin Hart, don't you boo a black man working hard, baby. Even if that nigga's a puppet, it's not his fault. We don't get mad at, come on, get what I'm saying? Just because I'm better than some black dudes don't mean I'm better than no black dudes. I'm saying, if you want to be mad at Kermit the Frog, don't be mad at Kermit the Frog. Be mad at Jim Henson. Don't say fuck Donald Duck when you really mean fuck Walt Disney. So I don't care nothing about what happens to Kevin. I wish him the best. I just know that somebody's hand stuck up that baby. You understand? So we in a puppet show, boo-boo. Please believe it. You're looking at the only thing that ain't. And so since I've already proven that, because Richard Pryor is no longer here, since I've already officially proven to myself that I really am who Richard Pryor passed his torch to, and that I was able to do it without letting a man suck my dick or sucking a man's dick. I walked in with a virgin asshole and I walked out with a virgin asshole. I got the same soul today that I had when I did Pimp Chronicles, all the way to right here, the end of Pimp Chronicles.
Hart subliminally fired back at Williams on Instagram, writing, "True professionals understand the importance of sticking together and supporting one another. At the end of the day, we are comedians, and there aren't many that make it to the level that we have made it." In March of 2016, Williams challenged Hart to a $5 million challenge ahead of a tour stop in Philadelphia, continuing their beef. What made it worse was that it was Kevin's own hometown of Philadelphia. In a video, Katt stated, "I seen your stuff on social media. I know what you do, but you do it for play.
See, I seen your stuff on social media, boy, I know what you do, but you do it for play. If you do it for real, here it is, Kevin. I got a show at your hometown in Philly. I'm gonna tape my special there. On that stage, we can put whatever you want. A full court basketball court, a boxing ring, 2 microphones for a rap cipher, or you can get your ass dusted in comedy on that stage. But it's $1 million up for each one. That's $5 million, Mr. 28 million in Forbes. I'll be bringing mine in cash, Mitch. Bring yours however you want. And since you're not a puppet, don't bring no white people with you then. That's a $5 million bet individually. You can take it all, or you can take it part and parcel. This is the new movement. Hey, and tell them plastic cup boys, we make enough money to drink out of real glassware.
In March of 2016, Williams publicly apologized to Hart during an appearance on V103, Atlanta's The Big Tigger Show. He apologized for the comments that he made during his comedy tour stop in Philadelphia.
But I also owe a humongous apology to Kevin Hart. I should have never mentioned Kevin Hart's name. That is the reigning king of comedy if you ask for popular consensus. So now the fact that he's a black man like me, and the fact that I attacked him with such vitriol at a time when our country is already divided in every way it could be divided, racially, politically, economically, socially, religiously. Like the fact that I, while being on stage pretending to be higher than that, would then stoop down to the same level and try to embarrass Kevin Hart in front of his children and loved ones after all the hard work he's done since the year 2002 is just regrettable on my part. So I humbly apologize to not only Kevin Hart, but Heartbeat Productions, the Plastic Cup Boys, and anybody associated with Kevin Hart. That was a mistake on my part because I don't love Kevin. I love Tori. Tori's a friend of mine. Okay. So I might have. It doesn't matter. I don't need an excuse. I'm sorry for having mentioned Kevin's name at all. Having said that, I didn't make a total mistake. I meant to cut the snake, but I meant to cut the head of the snake. So my special will no longer be in Philly. It'll be in New York at the Barclays, where I cut off the head of Chris Rock. Step and Fetch It, Cool number 1. My special will be called Smaller and Brighter. You know, like bigger and blacker. And I'll deal with Chris Rock there in New York.
What's the problem with Chris Rock now?
I'll acknowledge that when I get to it.
Okay.
I've already made enough missteps, and I just got done doing back-to-back apologies for the first time in my life.
Amazing.
So that's what it is. So, okay, we got that. And on to the next, sir. Sorry, listeners. I know this is now fun radio.
2 years passed before there was more controversy. In September of 2018, on V103's Frankie and Wanda in the Morning, Williams slammed Tiffany Haddish during the interview by questioning her comedic ability and whether she could pull crowds for a major tour.
Because they're going to let you do your special, Gerard Carmichael, but nobody's going to watch it. They're going to let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly. And white people don't believe in ugly stars. They think you have to be somebody that women want to sleep with and men want to be. But because we black, they say, oh, you don't even deserve that. So you get Kevin Hart, Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, all in a row, Hannibal Buress, just dudes that no woman would talk to in Lenox Mall, let alone you making them movie stars. Why? Because you know ain't nobody gonna sleep with him. You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody. And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip, goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe. I'm the introduction to Tiffany Haddish in the movie School Dance. The clip for School Dance has been seen more times than the movie has. That's just a fact.
But people like real, and that's why they like her.
Is that what they like?
They love realness.
Oh, because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No, they like
wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound of my voice,
real.
do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that.
In turn, Hart defended Haddish during an appearance on The Breakfast Club. My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood and the white man. This, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot. You were the guy. When all this was happening, he and Tiffany were promoting their film night school.
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this.
She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke.
You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up.
Katt Williams got on his knees and apologized. Y'all good?
We good.
You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you.
And he knew my ex-husband, so when he said that I was married to a white man for 14 years, I died laughing because I was like, he know I ain't never been married to no damn white man. Like,
You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
Why was he at risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility.
and he was like, now let me explain that situation, sister. Like, he broke it all down, and I was laughing then, and I was like, yo, it's cool. I don't care if you talk mess about me. Just make sure you got your facts straight. That's all. Like, you could talk as much shit about me as you want to, because that's promotion, right? That's how I feel about it. That means I'm on your mind. That means I'm winning because I'm making you feel something. That means I'm doing my job right. But make sure you get your facts right. Like, I be seeing these YouTube videos, they be saying stuff about me. I'm like, they got all their facts wrong. I'm like, well, y'all don't read? Obviously, you didn't read my book because you got all this shit mixed up. And then they like, oh, she an Illuminati. I'm a big Christian. And I've never been approached by no Illuminati. I don't even know if that's real or not. But I think it's hilarious because they thinking about me. They invest in time. And so when he did all that, we was laughing on the phone about it. And he was like, I'm going to fix it, sister. Don't worry. I'm going to fix it. He's like, but you know, I did have one thing right. I was like, what? He's like, you do want to hook up with these white men. I said, this coochie has no color lines, my friend. I am not a racist with the pussy, okay? I'm not a racist with the pussy. So be mad if you want to.
Okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what? I got to fix me, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to stand up for comedy. So when you say Tiffany Haddish, doesn't deserve or isn't really a comedian, and these other women have worked hard, which they have.
In September of 2021, Revolt magazine said that Williams told Baltimore radio personality Persia Nicole that he would beat Hart in a comedy battle. It's almost cheating for me. I have over 10 specials. I don't have to pick but 2 jokes from each special. And I've already deaded anyone whose last name isn't Pryor anyway.
Seen fans say that Kevin Hart, Katt Williams should do a versus battle. Would you be down to do something like this?
I started versus. Comedically beefing is my lane. It's almost cheating for me. I have over 10 specials, so I don't have to pick but 2 jokes from each special, and I've already deaded anybody whose last name ain't Pryor anyway. But having thrown that out the window, because we don't want to add 52 movies. We certainly don't want to add 11 specials. We certainly don't want to add 49 television appearances. We don't want to add an Emmy. It's almost a battle we can't really afford to be in because he's on his 16th 100 city tour.
Fast forward to 2024, where Katt has stirred up some drama with a bunch of comedians, including Cedric the Creator, Tiffany Haddish, Kevin Hart, and Ludacris. Katt made an appearance on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay YouTube show and podcast, and let's just say he didn't hold back his opinions of his fellow comedians.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk, that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? Mm-hmm. And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was. And acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But, yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, again, I'm on the winning side of these decisions.
Will there ever be another Comic View, Def Comedy Jam? Could that, in today, in 24, 25, 26, could we see that again?
They've already announced it. It's already going. You didn't know? Mm-mm. Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing Comic View. That happened at the same time that they gave DC Young Fly Hollywood Squares. Where? Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same people open the gate. Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in? Ain't he now opening it up for... Don't such and such open the gate? What do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? There's 100 gates out here. Everyone I've seen got a keeper. Kevin told you he wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right.
Following Williams' appearance on Club Shay Shay, Hart took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to react to Williams, while also promoting his upcoming movie on Netflix called Lift. He wrote, "Gotta get that anger up out ya, champ. It's honestly sad. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer to my next film, Lift, which will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. There's a moment in the trailer where Gugu Bartholomew says, 'They really love you.' I now know she's talking about Katt. Laughing faces. Mark your calendars, world. This one is special." Kevin Hart doubled down on his criticism of Katt Williams on ESPN's NBA Unplugged.
Hey, Kev, you didn't say nothing to Katt Williams when he did a 3-hour interview talking slow yesterday. You didn't put a shot clock on him.
Well, do you entertain the circus or do you watch it, Perk? Which one do you do?
Kev, you got to get your get back, and I'm inviting you to come on Point Forward, the podcast, and get your get back from the busy week you had.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck getting me to talk about that horse shit. Good luck. Okay. You lost me, and you got a college offer at age 7. Yeah, that's when I said, all right. Yeah.
I can run a 4-1.
Yeah, that's when you lost me. So you can kiss my ass. That's what I say to that.
I was going to the hole in New York. It was like, oh, what?
Known fact, Katt Williams has a NBA basketball court in his living room. He's the first to ever he's the first to embrace a true hardwood floor. Yeah. He bought it in his home.
Was he playing against that little boy that put him on the ground?
Another known fact.
By the way, he's fighting for the MMA championship, the 17-year-old boy that put him in the rear naked choke. In a headlock, right? But it's a known fact that Katt Williams do not breathe oxygen, so it didn't bother him.
Yeah.
Oh, copy that. You can't choke him out.
Yeah,
That's
you
a known
can't.
fact.
Everybody knows that.
He's 92-6 in one-on-one pickup game.
That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.